day after your new moon. If you're watching this after the live, the timestamp is below. It's going to be always at 3 minutes, so you can skip ahead if you're not live. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this 3 minutes is wait for some people that do want to come on live and also pull your cards in the meantime. Okay, so let's have a look for Virgo. Please, Spirit. There's a lot of activity, a lot of active energy in the air for you, Virgo, right now. A lot of busyness. Okay. Main energy for Virgo is there. Okay, we'll pull the cards out. Pull all the cards that we need, and we'll start at about 3 minutes, or dead on 3 minutes. Okay. For Virgo, Spirit, for Virgo, what is here for Virgo? Some tarot, which will clarify everything. I'm hearing fair and just. I'll have to park that. Okay. Wow, okay. Okay, Virgo, welcome to your daily collective. It is the 24th of August when I'm doing this, but time is fluid. If you tune in or click on this video, then it's maybe meant for you at the time you're going to do that. And of course, I'm doing this live, so welcome if you're jumping on live. The video is starting at 3 minutes. I've pulled your cards. Let's have a look at your main energy. Let's get straight into your reading. The main energy is the Five of Cups. There is a feeling in the air, Virgo, and this came out in the daily or yesterday's Virgo, and quite a few cards that are on the table have come out so in the past week. Now, we did have your new moon at 0 degrees. Do not feel disappointed. I feel some of you feel disappointed that like there's some new start that's not beginning, or like don't expect just because you've had your new moon, because remember, there's still some releasing to happen. You've got 2 eclipses in September the 7th and around the 7th and 21st. So there's a disappointed or energy here. Maybe you're not fully satisfied, or you're disappointed that something is sort of like not filling your cup right now. But trust me, Virgo, it is coming in. We've got double Libra in your reading. So Libra is the next sign after you. So Libra season between September and October. There's a lot of things coming in. And it all stems, okay, so Spirit's saying this also stems from needing to be true to yourself, or bring some sort of truth to the table, which can be a need then to deep dive a little bit. Okay, now I'm being drawn to this whale spirit here, which is the number 11. It is the master number. Beautiful card. And it does say trust the great mystery. So there's something here about, you know, really needing to have a lot of faith right now, okay? Because you are choosing a path. And Spirit wants you to know that all is possible. You're evolving. We've got spiritual evolution here. Aren't these cards beautiful? And that light. So there's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. There may be some destination you're also trying to get to. This bird or these birds on the card talk about spirit support. So the need to speak to your guides, the need to reach out and get the support you need through prayer, through meditation, through just asking spirit, please show me, please guide me, please show me the way or the right way. And a lot of it has to do with fairness and justness and truthfulness to others, to yourself, okay? And there's something about setting your heart free, and it will be part of your healing, or setting somebody else free, possibly. And the need to open your heart more to the possibilities, because Spirit's saying just trust here in the greater sort of good or the greater mystery of life, okay? And they're reminding you that all is possible, like that magician energy which you do embody. And clarity is coming through this healing journey and through possible release in September. I'm going to say, like, for some of you, it's like a disappointment here that things aren't moving quick enough, or you're angry with yourself, or you're beating yourself up because you expect. Maybe some of you have subconsciously, even on a subconscious level, expected that with this new moon would bring new beginnings immediately, when actually we still have to go through 2 eclipses which talk about eclipsing things out. So you are changing. We have the card of Scorpio, this regeneration energy. And Spirit is saying with that comes doing the right thing. So there's a feeling here of you want to move forward. It's not happening fast enough. But Spirit's saying to really have trust. They will give you the clarity as you're going through this healing journey, which in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this card is the only card in the Rider-Waite-Smith that has an eclipse on it. So there's eclipse energy in here. And maybe you will be asking yourself in September, even though this is a daily, this is sort of like a preempt for future energy here, that you will have to incorporate some sort of fairness into your healing. Like, am I doing the right thing for myself here by, say, seeing this person, or continuing this relationship, let's just example it, or staying at this job? Like, is it benefiting me on an emotional level because we have the 8 of Cups? Or do I want to search for something that's going to fulfill me more? And like, you know, you may be with a person you know it's not right for you, you shouldn't be with them, or you can't be with them, or something like that. Okay, so there's a lot of change on an internal spiritual level happening here for you. And Spirit's saying trust in the great mystery, and also things will fall into place for you, Virgo. This is the number 18. So the 18th or the 9th, or even, you know, the fact that it is 9, that Virgo energy. And Spirit's saying things will fall into place. Things will start aligning for you. But it has to be after you do the right thing for yourself or for another. And this is also the number 11. So you have 11 in your reading. Spirit really trying to support you here, okay? To choose your path and to go after it with courage, I want to say, okay? And set your heart free. I do feel there's a lot of emotional healing that's still needed, possibly that you're ignoring. Because in the Rider-Waite-Smith, and I always go back to that because it's like everyone knows that card, right? But this is the 5 of Cups. She's looking for something else. She's drifting without realizing those 2 cups behind her, and even reminiscing about the past or past disappointments. So Spirit's saying here, there's possibly a need with the change, because this row and this row and this row, they all relate to each other. There's a need here to simplify your life as you go on this new journey, as you're taking your time here. I just want to say time. There's something about time, or the sands of time. And as you travel forward in a more simplistic way, so you may have to drop some things, some places, some people, some sort of idea or paradigm that, or habit, or a certain way of thinking or telling yourself needs to be dropped, right? Because I'm being spirit saying to me, like, the analogy of doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. So you know this, Virgo, you're smart, right? You know that if you keep doing the same thing, whether it be a habit, a certain way of thinking, things are never going to change. So I want you to lift your head up, pretend this is like the Five of Cups. Let's see what tarot will put. Oh wow. I didn't see the tarot because I did it face down, but yeah, so there it is. There's the card I'm talking about. And Spirit wants you to lift your head up and don't look at any failures as you see them, right, that may have happened in your past timeline, because you are stepping into the new you and you want to embrace it, right? You want things to be, I'm hearing right, which talks about truth again and honesty and justice for yourself from on an emotional level. Like, you deserve so much, Virgo, and there is this battle within. Wow, the other cards, Two of Swords and the Five of Swords. This is a battle within your own energy. I do feel like your human self is trying to possibly fight against your higher self, even though on a deeper level, even though on a higher self level, a spiritual level, you know that things need to change. However this relates to you, right? So there's a need to take off this blindfold and see things from all parties. I'm hearing all angles, to make this decision to not be conflicted anymore. Perhaps your human self wants things to happen in the right time, in the time that it wants to. That's the ego, right? Perhaps on a higher level, you need to change something to do the right thing by someone or yourself. And you're not possibly wanting to see this, like you're fighting against your higher self here. Your human self's like, no, but I want what I want. Just know that you'll be successful in overcoming this issue, this problem within your own mind, like the conflict that you have, the indecision. It will come to an end. You will make that decision, because the next card we have is success expanding in your life. So as soon as you walk through that doorway of being very honest with yourself, and the card below this is acceptance and accepting and and embracing with her arms wide out there. And we will clarify this card, because there's some sort of acceptance that you need to face, to see, to acknowledge, and to accept. And I got this view the other day, Virgo, like with power comes responsibility. So you are powerful, Virgo. The essence you carry, the light you carry, it is noticed by others. And there's an element here of doing the right thing and being a mentor, a guide for others. You are a service to others. And having the courage, here's the valiant courage, which reminds me of the Six of Wands energy. I like this. To take action with passion towards a dream, a goal, or even a person. And you will be successful, Six of Wands, right? And there's a lot of success coming, but it does come with simplifying your life and acknowledging the changes and accepting that things have to change. You have to change something. But Spirit is saying, don't be so serious. I'm also getting that song by Charlie Puth, like, you can't be serious. That's hilarious. So there's something like, you need to possibly open your eyes about how someone's treating you as well. Not just how you treat others, but how someone's treating you. And you're stepping into more of a power position, personal power, which is self-worth and knowing your worth. Okay, so the next card we have is playfulness. Isn't this a beautiful card? Like being playful, bringing people around you into your life, into your world, that are good for you, that are kindred spirits, that have fun. There's a very like Six of Pentacles energy. Let's clarify with some right away. This playful card. Why is the playful card here? Just one card, please, Spirit. Why is the playfulness here? The World. So Virgo, what's coming in, because this is what's coming in for you. This is what you possibly need to do. This is your current energy. This is what's coming in. Is having an opportunity to be more lighthearted and free and fun and happy, and you're relieved, and that Ten of Wands burden type of energy is relieved. You're relieved of it because you're able to be honest with yourself and say, right, what have I got to work with here? I do feel for a lot of you, you already have this Ace of Wands energy where you have passion, either for a person or for a new creative project, or you're just really into doing something and you just want to, make it grow, make it successful. And I feel that the opportunity is there, but like there's like a fun energy here, or you're trying to be fun, you're trying to be more fun, you're trying to be more relaxed and playful, but it's like there's a monkey on your back. And you have to release something to be able to turn around and see those Two Cups here. It's almost like a salvaging energy or a salvaging happiness that is available for you to take, right? But there is a need to acknowledge and accept that to bring this new beginning in, to bring this playfulness, this joy, 100%, like at 1,000% level, you have to drop something, someone, situation, place, person. Why is the To Be Fair card here? This energy of Libra, right? This Justice card energy. Page of Cups. What else do we have? Three of Pentacles. Maybe a contract with a person. Can be a work contract, can be like a boss as well. Doesn't have to be romantic, could be a friend. Maybe something's past its use-by date, okay? And Spirit is trying to move you forward to something else, something better, something that's going to align with you better or more so. Yeah, look at that, the Star. So that's that going after your ultimate dream, what you really want to bring in. And I feel, Virgo, for a lot of you, it's just peace and love. And I feel for the next 12 months, like into your solar year, there's going to be a lot more people around you that are going to be right for you, not just romantic, like friendships. And you're starting to put your boundaries up now, and you're saying like, that isn't fair. Like, don't come in and say sorry to me after everything you've done, or don't come in and try and apologize like after doing this again and again and again. I deserve better than that. I put a lot of work into myself, and I need to be around the people that, yeah, perhaps a relationship is ending for some, or needs to. Or if you're, if you're single, you're possibly releasing people that are not supporting your success or pushing you forward. Yes, there's energy vampires out there. It could be a King of Swords. Someone is unjust. I mean, I hope it's not you, Virgo, but, we all have our own human story, so no judgment here. But I think if this is your story, Virgo, and you are doing something that is not necessarily ethically correct or whatever within yourself, whether it's your work ethics or whatever, it doesn't really matter what it is, because it will be something to everyone, and you'll know if that's your story. You will be releasing that, Virgo. So after, if that's the story of someone watching, what's after that release? What's after the release, if that's someone's story? And it won't be for everyone. Yeah, it's time. If that's your story, it is time, but it's going to bring about a new adventure for you, Virgo. It's going to bring about, and I knew that was going to come out, I should have said it. I just knew it. It's going to bring about relief. It's going to bring about a whole new experience. I feel that you'll be looking at abundance in ways that you haven't, or where you haven't looked before. And this doesn't have to be money, although it could be. Maybe it is time for you to be treated correctly by the right person. But the pentacle is all the 4 elements plus spirit, so co-creating with spirit to bring about. And this is your season of joy, I'm hearing, Virgo. And you have the card of playfulness and accepting the truth of something, or someone else needing to accept the truth of something as well, okay? So let's have a look at this truth energy. So you've got double Libra in your reading, and you know, it is the card, of course, of justice. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles. So there's a truth here, Virgo, that you need to be honest with yourself. Like, what are you working towards, Virgo? Of course, it's your new solar year. You may be having a complete reset and looking at all areas of your life and saying, what do I want to work on? Do I want to keep working at this job, or do I want to keep working on a relationship with this person? Because it's not giving you the satisfaction on an emotional level that you want right now. And you want more passion in your life, or a more passionate relationship. There is some sort of news coming in, Virgo, for you, and there you are. So there's news coming towards Virgo. See, Knight of Swords towards Virgo. Virgo, you may just be minding your own business, focusing on your next solar year and what you want to bring in and what you want to create, okay? Because you are the magician. And then there's news coming towards you that's going to change a lot of things. The Tower. Wow, we can't leave that at that, can we, Virgo? So what news is coming into Virgo? I mean, we do have the 10 of Pentacles right there as well. It could be about a Sagittarius for some. But the news coming in is going to alter your emotional state if this is an energy, you know, reading here. If we're going to not relate it to a particular person, I don't like to do generic tarot, right? And it's going to allow you to look at things from a different perspective. 2 of Wands doesn't action anything yet. It's going to make you think, this Tower thing. And it may be information about someone else. It may not even affect you that much, but you may go, oh, whoa, I don't want that to happen to me. I need to change my life or my habits. It could be a health thing with someone else. I don't feel it's you, Virgo. I feel you're getting news about somebody. You could be also traveling towards someone. This can be someone at afar as well that you're getting information from or about. And it is possibly a romantic relationship, but there is a choice here because we have the 2 of Wands and the Lovers that you may have to make once this information comes in. And then what's coming after that is the wheel, like the wheel turning in your favor, and you mentally being able to continue with healing and move forward at a mentally balanced level because you know what you need to do. And have that complete new beginning. So there is a period of time here, I feel, Virgo, where there is a bit of like, I'm sorry for myself energy. And then you're like, no, you know, get it together. What do I want to bring in for my next solar year? You may be journaling, writing things down. That would be very good. You're starting to set boundaries with others. You may be starting to release some things, places, people. You may know that, you know, because it's the beginning with the number 2, right? 0, 1, 2. You may know in the next couple of months, I'm hearing like, and definitely September and October is a super important time because you've got the eclipses, you've got, you know, just because it's the new moon doesn't mean you can start this new beginning. There's decisions to make around that. But they're going to be like whatever decisions you make, especially if you incorporate, of course, that justice energy and doing the right thing, it's going to be very happy, a happy outcome. We have Aries, Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius on the table, as well as your energy. Why is the Fool here? So what is this Tower and this situation with a person, romantic or otherwise, bringing in for Virgo with the Fool? Someone, I'm hearing as well, someone could like switch up on you and be really amazing one day and then completely breadcrumb you the next, and you're shocked. You're like, where did that come from? I didn't expect that from them, or like, why are they being like this? And it could be romantic as well. Could be a King of Pentacles in the reverse we have here. So someone that you thought was stable and everything was fine, like they could just change overnight, and it's really causing you conflict within, and you're like, but you are also unbothered. Like you're like, well, why? Like it's more of like analytic, practical than an emotional why. Okay, so you're like, why are they like that? So this could be a friend. It could be even someone at a distance that you're traveling towards, and then they go, actually, I don't want to see you. Maybe they're hiding something. Okay. Obviously, that's not everyone's story. Why else is the Tower here for some Virgos? Justice in the reverse. I feel someone's doing the wrong thing by you, but it's not going to affect you too much on an emotional level because you have the Fool, right? So you're like, I don't care, I'm just going to do my own thing anyway, type of energy. Okay. And Spirit is really supporting you. Perhaps that path with that person or situation wasn't for you anyway, Virgo, okay? So I wouldn't worry too much. Like, yeah, 4 of Cups in reverse, you're like, it's okay, I didn't want to see you anyway, type of energy, even though you're like a little disappointed, right? We still do have that 5 of Cups in your energy. So what else is here for the Tower? The High Priestess. The Emperor, could be an Aries. So you've got double Aries, Pisces, Cancer. A father figure, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't want you to worry about the Tower too much. I feel it's someone else's Tower or information about somebody else coming through, okay? You already sort of knew this was going to happen with the High Priestess, or a secret's going to come out, and you sort of like, I knew that. I knew it, okay? It could be even that you're hearing news about someone else, because the Virgo has got his back turned on the information coming through, so you're unbothered. It could be about a couple, like it could be, you know, a friend that is married and they're separating, or it's definitely something outside your control. And it could be about an Aries. And then there's the Devil, so there's this like, I knew they were toxic, I knew they were doing the wrong thing, they portrayed themselves to be stable, or the relationship to be, and it's actually not, and like, I'm aware. Or you yourself, Virgo, may meet like an Aries. That's obviously for any 1%, okay? And you're like, wow, they're toxic, or I don't actually like this person, I thought I did, but I don't. But just know there's a new opportunity coming in for you, Virgo. One more card, 4 of Wands. It's an amazing time, Virgo, right now with the new moon. If you're not quite sure what to manifest, or you're not quite sure what to do, find something you have always wanted to learn, okay? Because I love, where's the Page of Pentacles? I just saw him then. The Page of Pentacles loves to learn. Learning something new about yourself, possibly self-help things, etc. Learning something new that you've always wanted to study. Going back to college, writing, art, anything that is like going to distract your attention from any white noise around you right now, Virgo. That was your reading. Oh, actually, we have one more card, and it is again another 4. So you've got some 4s in your reading. It is time to surrender to any unraveling. Allow the waking sight to expand and illuminate you. So this is definitely, again, about truth. And putting your head up, because you don't want other people around you doing stuff you can't see while he has his head down in that 5 of Cups energy, right? It's almost like crying over spilled milk, or something didn't work out, when around you there could be something happening that you need to take notice of. So it's time to just say, I surrender to whatever happened in the past cycle. I need to be honest now with myself about what I want to do moving forward. and being completely conscious about everything and everyone that's going on around you. It's a very observing energy, so you can take what you need from it to illuminate you, okay? Even lessons. That was your reading, Virgo, for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.